What is up, people? It is me, Monster58, and welcome to another episode of Pikmin 2. Last time we ended up going back to the Valley of Repose, ended up raising up a ton of red Pikmin, got a treasure, introduced some new enemies. In addition to that, we also ended up discovering a new type of Pikmin underground in this new cave system that's been introduced into this game, known as Purple Pikmin. And Purple Pikmin, very, very strong Pikmin, arguably make this game a little bit trivial at some point, so we'll see that going forward. But we also discovered a treasure that grants us access to a new area called the Awakening Wood. And so without further ado, folks, let's stop dilly-dallying and head right into the new area that we have access to explore. Awakening Wood. Good morning! It should please you to know that the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines of my interior system seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle. How does that work? Stand in the ring of light below me and press A to call the purple Pikmin out. You can also use the ship to heal you as well as call the purple Pikmin out as well, so... Alright, so we can call the purple Pikmin out. Got 10 purple Pikmin there, and then we're going to get as many reds as possible out as well, because we want to raise as much as we can today. I think it's a great day to raise Pikmin. What we're going to do immediately, though, is we're going to walk over to this grass over here. So this grass is, if you played the first game, you know exactly what this grass will do, so we're going to do that again now. Louis, has Olimar instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures? The Pikmin form groups, but we're already, we've already talked about this. I don't. First, press A to pick up a Pikmin. Hold A, press I already talked about this. This is the... remember to properly train new... He's not even new, he's just an idiot. Alright, so hopefully what happened in my practice doesn't happen here. There we go. This is Nectar. This will instantly flower Pikmin. And, oh, the purple Pikmin gets the first one. And they have purple flowers, which is unique. Distinguishes the Pikmin that have found underground versus the ones that you can propagate on the surface. The Pikmin that drank the yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar. How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate. I mean, he's already listening. Like, why do I have to share it with him? Like, but yes, Pikmin. Okay, so when it comes to Nectar, another thing they've changed with this game, and it's very nice, is that more Pikmin can actually go on one drop of Nectar, and in addition to that, it's not only that one Pikmin will get all the spoils. All right, let's start to raise some Pikmin here. So what we're going to do is this, and then we are going to do this and this here. You can see they're much faster now. These are sheer grubs right here. These are the female ones. They are harmless. They don't do anything to Pikmin. They just annoy them. But the male ones, which are purple, are absolute jerks. Those guys actually kill Pikmin. So we got another couple of red dwarf bulborbs here. Now we have the red spotty bulborb over here. I told you purples make this game trivial at some point. Well, it's going to make this trivial. Watch this. Look at that! Like, that was so stupid. Like, I would do that, and then there's a treasure up here as well. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, over here, there's an enemy that is going to get introduced, so we're just going to grab these, though. Hey. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. It's right over here. If you walk right here. It should be right here. Yeah, this is an iridescent flint beetle. These guys were in the first game. If you hit them, they can drop nectar. Yeah, you can see they can drop nectar and pellets and stuff like that. So, you can't kill them, but you can do stuff like that. So, alright, we're gonna do that. Alright. And then what we're going to do, we're going to kill these sheer grubs, actually. We can just, for the female ones, you can just swarm them, because the female ones don't kill Pikmin anyway. Got a strawberry here, which would be different. It's worth more than the... Oh, no, it's worth 10 less than the citrus lump. Sunseed berry. Very, very, again, straightforward. Got 10% of the debt already, which is very nice. So we're going to kill these Pikmin here, or kill these sheer grubs. Kill the sheer grubs, the stupid pop-up, screw that up. Kill that. Alright. Bring that back to base. Alright, so what we're going to do here... wait. Please pick that up. Pick that up. Thank you. And then raise those Pikmin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to... Okay, I guess we have this one. Olimar, we have a problem. The onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. It now seems the number of life forms within the onion has increased. Did you know no more than 100 Pikmin will venture out onto the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 Pikmin on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? Yes. I mean, there are. We saw it on the fly-in, but we have no access to those Pikmin currently. We won't have access for a little bit as well. So we're going to plug all these Pikmin. What we're going to do... we're going to split into a couple of groups here, I'd like to. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible, because I'd like to get as much done in this day as possible. So, I'm going to bring those back. And then we are going to flower all the Pikmin that have yet to be flowered with these nectar drops that the iridescent flint beetle gave us. There we go. Good. Okay, nice. Now we don't have anyone slowing us down, really. And the Pikmin that get propagated in here will just be in the onion, so you don't have to worry about plucking them, which is a huge advantage to having 100 Pikmin on the surface. So that, and now what we're going to do is we are going to throw 10 there, and then we'll have the rest of them go here. Alrighty. So that up there is a honey wisp. If you throw a Pikmin up at it, it will drop nectar. You can also drop some other things, but we haven't discovered those yet. Let me see if I can get it to appear again. Yeah, see if you drop... Yep, there you go. You can see it drops nectar, so... Got that. Alright. We're going to leave Louie with these guys, and then we'll deal with Olimar with these Pikmin over here. I'm actually going to grab a few extra. I'll grab a few extra because I like to get these carried back to base. This is really important right here. Make sure you have your Pikmin attack these because these are really, really important. We're going to have them go on this one. This. Nice, okay. Alright, so these berries are not treasure, surprisingly enough. You can see they're shiny. Astounding, the red berry contains an ultra-spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring back more specimens. So you have to bring back 10 to get the full effect of this. So each of these have 5, so you should be able to bring back 5 back to base perfectly fine. So I think they've fully broken down this wall. Now that enemy over there, that's an enemy in the ground over there. That's a burgeoning spider wart. Wait. Oh my god, what are the name of those enemies? God, I can't remember the name of those enemies off the top of my head, but basically they have like this extending needle mouth, and they can only kill one Pikmin at a time, but they impale a Pikmin to kill them. Captain Olimar, your research has on the red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe that will have spectacular results. So essentially, if you press down on the D-pad, you will spray your Pikmin with an ultra spicy spray. They will be energized, they'll move really fast, and they'll do a lot more damage in battle. So spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing down on the D-pad. So when necessary, it can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. So you want to get as much as you can. Press plus to contact me and confirm your berry count by pressing left on the D-pad. So if you look, and we press left here, and see how many berries on the bottom there in the ultra spicy spray that we have. We have also like a bunch of equipment we haven't gotten yet, but we'll get to that later. So want to have probably half the squad on this, about half the squad on this as well. We want to have as many Pikmin as we can carrying these things back to base because we really, really want to get as many spicy sprays. I want to see if I at least can get 2 before we keep going here. You can throw a Pikmin on these as well, and they'll automatically carry those back to base. Alright, so these guys, you hit them in the face, you can't hit them on the back of their shells. So, don't worry if they impale a Pikmin, they won't kill the Pikmin, they will just spit them back out. Now, you might not see, but there's an enemy, another one. You can see that little eye there on the flower. These guys are called creeping chrysanthemums. They're not really that bad, you'll see what I mean, but you have to throw a Pikmin here to bait them, so... They're huge, but they tend to attack themselves, and they have a lot of health. Yeah, you can see they attack themselves and then they just fall over and wither and die, essentially. So, they're not really all that strong, unless one does attack, but... Alright, so for this we need, I believe, 200 to weigh this down, so we don't really have enough to weigh this down. Even if we had 100 reds and 20 purples, and 10 purples, we wouldn't be able to weigh this down. There's a treasure up there that we currently can't get. We got 2 spicy sprays, which is really, really good. So what we're going to do here is call all of our Pikmin back to base. We are also going to call all of our Pikmin now. And what we want to do is we just got to kind of wait for these Pikmin to bring these... Come on, you guys, too. Let me make sure I didn't leave any Pikmin around either. No, I didn't. Okay. So we'll have them help carry this back to base just so that they can propagate this a bit faster and get more Pikmin quicker. And then from here, we're going to grab them and we're going to keep moving on. There's nothing else we can do because I'd like to keep all my Pikmin on me right now. And there's nothing else like for any of the other captains to do. There's one thing we have left to do. So, to continue this episode. So, do this. Sorry. Come on. Alright, so those Pikmin will get raised on their own, and they'll just get propagated in there. What we're going to do is we're going to flower the Pikmin that got deflowered in the battle with that creeping chrysanthemum, so get those 4 purples so they're not slowing us down. Alrighty, very nice. Okay, let's keep going. Now, we can't go right, so we have to go left here, so we're going to do that right now. We're going to go left here, and then we are going to go right over here. As you can see, there's another cave. Berserk, biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin, which we have. But the records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? So, I believe this is called the Hole of Beasts. As you can see, there are fire hazards in here, so we're going to have to use our red Pikmin here. But without further ado, folks, our next cave. The one thing I'd like to point out is if we go over here, we can see that there's a wall, but there's that gunk. We can't really attack that with our Pikmin currently, so let's go into the Hole of Beasts. Our first dungeon cave that isn't the very first one. So, Hole of Beasts really isn't too bad, obviously being one of the first dungeons in the game, the second one that you can actually access, so it's not going to be that bad. Hole of Beasts. Alright, so here we will encounter sheer grubs, the male ones, the really mean ones. So we have to be careful walking around. I like to walk around like this. So there's a female one. Question is, where's the male one? Bring that guy back to base. Where I'm guessing it's maybe right here. Right over here in this, right here, I'm guessing. There's a male one right there. Purples make them kind of irrelevant. Oh, no. Sorry, I was scared that was a... Oh, there's a... There we go. We're just gonna swarm... No, they're fine. Yeah, they're good. Yep. Okay. Come here, stupid sheer grub. Yeah, these guys are jerks. I hate these guys. They're worse in the first game, but they're still not nice in this game anyway. Sometimes you walk through them and you'll just get your Pikmin snapped in half because of these idiots. Alright, we got a D-pad there, which is pretty cool. I like that treasure a lot. Obviously, as a gamer, I like that treasure a lot. So, we carry the sheer grubs back as well. Make sure that there aren't any other sheer grubs here that I have to deal with. We got that D-pad back to base. Looks old and rusty. Stone of Glory. Oh, it's a pretty nice name. I actually like that. But listen to the sound. That sound indicates that we've gotten every treasure on this, so if you want to leave this floor, we can already do so. There's no point really going this way. Well, let me see if there is. There shouldn't be a point going this way. It might just be sheer grubs that want to kill me. Nope, surprisingly not. Okay. The worst about those sheer grubs is losing purples to them. That's one of the worst things you can do in this game. But we've gotten all the treasure. We've gotten all the sheer grubs back, so let's keep going. I'm looking at the time. It's funny. I actually think that these episodes might end up sometimes being shorter than the first game. Hole of Beasts, sub-level 2. Alright, so in dungeons, you'll get these rest floors, like this. And so we have a rest floor here. In longer dungeons, these will take longer to get to, but you do get them. So these eggs will contain nectars and or potion, funnily enough. You can get red spray from those. It's much more rare, obviously. But yeah, you can. Maybe we get lucky, but I doubt it. Yeah, not there. We'll save those because look at those. We have violet candy pop buds over here, so we gotta get some more purples. Oh. So we need one more. Yeah, just one more. Okay. Very nice how we can pluck these purples. Okay. Think. Yeah. I think that's really about it. So we're just gonna use these guys. If you want to swarm them, you can do what I'm doing, is sort of circling them so that they bunch up with each other, and then you can just put them all on one drop of nectar. So, alrighty, I think more or less that's good for this floor. We already saw the exit, which was over here. Oh wait, was it? Where was it? There it was. Yeah, there it was. Okay, these are also glow caps. These mushrooms are called. If you walk near them, that's when they'll pop up and they'll light up. So, alrighty, next sub level. Very nice. Hole of Beasts, sub-level 3. Okay, now that we're in the third sub-level, I believe this place is 5 sub-levels. I think this is probably a good place to end off. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to end off. There's 2 more floors, and I think, yeah, I know that we're only at 17 minutes of recording, but I think that it's a pretty good spot to end here. So, we ended up going to this new area, the Awakening Wood, raised a ton of Pikmin, ended up introducing a lot of new enemies, and got the spicy spray as well. Entered our next dungeon, the Hole of Beasts, and got some more purple Pikmin. So, next time on Pikmin 2, we'll be continuing through the Hole of Beasts and seeing where else we go from there. So, I hope you guys look forward to that. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, and once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lives.